Really putting me on the spot today. Hello, everybody. Yeah, we're all growing. So we are here to celebrate some really awesome people today. It's been a long time since I've been in a graduation, so I'm not really sure how this is gonna go, but we're gonna. Awesome. So they've all picked out a favorite song of theirs. So we're going to worship a little bit and just thank God for the amazing things that He continues to do around here in everyone's lives. So if we can pray real quick, though, before we do that, and then we'll get started, okay? Father God, we just thank you so much for this time together. And Lord, I just thank you for the lives that you're changing here. And as we celebrate our brother and sisters today, we're just coming together to say thank you. Thank you for being here, for loving us, for being patient with us and never leaving us. And God, as they continue on their journey, we know that you're going to continue to speak to them and reveal yourself to them in brand new ways. And so we're just in agreement for continuing of a renewed strength for them and just a deeper love and a deeper hunger for you. And we ask all this in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay. Facebook, the sound will come back on when the music is over. I think that's my new favorite song. Who picked that one? I think your sister should sing that. Yeah. Where is Nathan? Oh, okay. Okay. So there he is. For a guy that doesn't really like the spotlight, you've got it now. Here comes Nathan. All right. Well, it's just so awesome to see all of you guys up here. Caitlin, I'm going to start with you because you just kind of tug at my heartstrings every time I see you. I want you to know how proud I am of you. The growth that you've had has been incredible. And I'm really excited for what God's going to do in your life when you stay obedient, you stay in his word, and you keep him first. Like, he's going to give you so much more than... I know you have like big dreams and they're all good now, but keeping him first is going to bring all of that to fruition and like even more than you can possibly imagine. Do you just want me to say something about everybody? Just keep going and then we'll open the floor up. Okay, great. Just want to make sure we're doing this right. I have finally gotten to know better this last month, and you are absolutely incredible. You have such a servant's heart and just this capacity to make people laugh and make them feel at home and make them feel comfortable. And God's going to use that gift in you to really reach people on the level that they need to be reached. You know, like Pastor says so often, we invite people to church, but when you're one of those people that you invite people to family, and you're not inviting people to a family in a building, you're inviting them to just be in relationship with you and share your story. I've heard so many girls say now that the things that you minister to them is how helpful it is and how you help them see things in a new way. So that kind of stuff doesn't go unnoticed. And this is just the beginning of where God's going to take you and use you. I can see you speaking to groups of people and meeting with women one-on-one and organizing things and just having a ministry that just kind of breaks the boundaries of what we've established so far, that you're just going to take it so much farther because you have such a heart for people. And I want you to know that the gift in you is, it's extreme and it doesn't go unnoticed. Wow, this is so fun. So April, you have just always had like that mama heart. Like, I know with having her here that it's just like kind of exploded, but I've seen you have that heart for everybody that you come across. You're just so ready to love people. And I know that maybe at the beginning of your life, that was a struggle for you and you just wanted to be loved. And now I see you in a position where you're giving what you never received. And it's because you've opened yourself up to God and just surrendered to what he wants to do in your life, that now you're that example and you're that love for others, that if you didn't have it before, you know now that everything that you need is with God, and you're letting him love you to a point that is just spilling out on everyone around you. Nathan, you big old teddy bear. Such a lovable guy. I've really seen you grow, and I've really seen you try and really dig in and go deeper with God and really want more for yourself and expect more from yourself. And I've seen the standard that you have set to where it was, where we all come from, where we have just no standard for ourselves, that you've just continually raised the bar higher and higher for yourself. And your growth has just been absolutely amazing. And, I see you with the guys, and I know you don't like attention, and it's a big thing for you to like be here right now, but the brother heart that you have for the guys around here is amazing. You do have a mentoring spirit, and you do have a lot to offer with your testimony of those boundaries for blessings and speaking life into people and letting them know that there's a lot of blessing that happens when, and I don't even know why I'm saying this to you, but there's a lot of blessing in abiding by boundaries and by doing things the right way. And I know that's where your heart's at. So you just keep God first, and you're going to continue to do great things. Do you guys want to say anything? Oh, I know Caitlin's got a lot to say. Maybe we should start with Nathan. No, we'll start with Caitlin. Here, so just so everybody can hear, I just want you guys to kind of share like what this time has meant to you or what you've learned, you know, what God's brought you through. What's different?
Well, there's a lot different. I've been at this for, Jessica says I'm like one of the OGs at the Hannah House. I've been in and out of this thing for a very, very long time, since when the Hannah House was just for domestic women. And one night, I was hanging out with the wrong crowd, and they killed a girl, and my parents kicked me out of the house. I went out there. The detectives dropped me off out there, and my parents were like, you can't be out here, so they brought me back in town and dropped me off at Jumpstart. And to this day, for the life of me, I don't know who she is. I think she was an angel. But I was sitting out at Jumpstart, and this lady's like, do you need some help? And I was like, yeah, I don't have nowhere to go. And they're like, well, I'm going to bring you to the Hannah House. And that day forward, no matter what I did in life, Pastor Dick and Miss Lisa have always been there no matter what I've done. And because of that, because they didn't give up on me the first time I messed up, or the second, or even the fourth or fifth time, they were always there like a family should be. And I finally got it. If they would have gave up on the third time, I wouldn't be here. But because they have such good hearts, and because they see so much in us, that I could finally be where I'm at today and have my sister trust me with her kids. I have friends who I have a fiance. I have everything going for me. But when you start to get too comfortable, you start to realize that that you can be comfortable, and that's not a good thing. Never get too comfortable with being comfortable, because all it takes is just one wrong person to be around. And once you start getting this far, I'll have a year clean in like 3 days. And that's the longest I've ever been clean. And you know, I couldn't say that if Miss Lisa and Pastor Dick hadn't been there every single time. I think I've been in and out of this program 8 times. No, I don't recommend doing that. It is hell. It's hell. Like, that is the definition of hell, is being separated from God. You can be in hell here on earth by just knowing who God is. Nothing worse, like Pastor says, is a backsliding Christian. Because once you go back out there and you use, and you're just around these people who have so much potential, but they're wasting it on dope, alcohol, all of this stuff, it just makes you sad. And every time you go back out there, it's 1,000 times worse. And these people, yeah, they'll always be there for you, but we put them through stuff too when we go back out there. And they do everything in their power to save us, so let them help us. And I really thank you for never giving up on me. I never thought I'd be here. I never thought I'd be here, ever. I remember that one day we were sitting out there talking. I was like, I got this. I got this. And she's like, all right. And I went out and I did not have it. I got high like an hour later. Like, don't ever think you got this, because we don't. None of us, not even Miss Lisa, has this without God. And sometimes it's really hard. Let me tell you, it's hard out there. When you're not in these walls or in those houses, it's hard. I had to quit my job because there's just too many people not doing the right thing. That's going to be everywhere. But never, ever, ever do something that's going to jeopardize your sobriety. If you are not comfortable, leave. It's all right. I'd rather make $10 an hour than $15 an hour with people that get high. I'd rather make $7 an hour with good people around me. So, thank you.
So it's going to be hard to follow up with that. But where do I start? What does this mean for me? So before I came here, I didn't believe in God or anything. I really just came here for the support of Mom. And then, God got me hard. So a lot has changed from who I used to be. I mean, just knowing that there is a God and believing in God, changed my entire life. From, my mental health, that's a big thing for me. My mental health was really bad for me. And now, like, I can hold a job for more than 3 weeks, and like, everything's changed. In my body weight has changed, like, all of it. And, no, but I just want to say thank you, and Pastor Dick, and Bridget and Jessica, and I just want to let Bridget and Facebook know that I'm still the funniest person I know. But yeah.
That's all?
I mean, I can go on.
Wow.
Well, this was a lot shorter than what
I want to give a special thanks to my mother, who had made me come here. Well, it didn't really make me. Yeah. And for holding the bed for 2 weeks, even though I didn't know I was coming until like 4 days before I was going to come. Yeah. Yeah. She's better now. Now I can make my own decisions.
Okay. What does it mean to me? It means my whole life to me. It gave me my whole life. I've never had peace and joy in my whole life, and that's all I've ever wanted. It took me this long to get it. And I don't think I've ever been the nicest person I am today. I used to have hatred and bitterness in my heart, unforgiveness. Once I got rid of all that, I'm me, but I become a new innard. My inner body can become new. I worked for the devil for a very long time, so it was a hard journey for me. Because he didn't want to let me go. It was a hard journey. But with Bridget's help, she nailed my feet to the floor. And
And I hid all of her stuff.
yeah.
I always tell you guys you're free to go, but you're really not.
Yeah, I've wanted to leave every day that I've been here until the last month. Then I decided to become house mom. God is real because that was the last thing I wanted to do, but he's the one that I didn't even think about it. He just made me say it without me knowing what I was saying. So it really made me feel good to help the girls that was in there. And I'm still involved in the girls in the house because I'm bossy like that, and I'm nosy. But God gave me my family back, my husband, who I wanted to kill for real. But I hated him, but actually we have the best relationship we've ever had. Praise the Lord, because I didn't think ever that was going to happen. And yes, he did a miracle because I don't feel like killing him anymore. But so I brought my daughter with me. I figured I was going to come without her. She had a car wreck, and I said, you might as well just come with me. Yeah, so we came from Tennessee, a long bus ride, and it was the best. Oh, well, I denied this place for a year because I was not coming. I mean, my family are Christians, but I didn't want to be around that kind of Christian. There was more hypocrites. It was more religion. I could do what I could do, but you cannot do this stuff. But I came here, and it was a family. This is my family. And I love each one of y'all. And I'm so grateful for Pastor Dick, Pastor Lisa. I appreciate it. Every state needs to have a few of these. And it made my whole family better. My son got better here. He has real bad mental health. With us breaking the chains of generation curses. Yeah. and us praying for him, he became his old self. So I'm trying to at least get him down here. And when you guys are in this program, you really need to surrender and take it to heart, because if you really want to change, this is the way to do it. Yes, and I thank God.
Probably not. I just want to thank Pastor Dick, Pastor Lisa, because without this place, I'd probably be dead by now. No questions asked. Jessica, Bridget, without you two pushing me, I'd have done ran off. Justin, Ryan, without you two holding me in the house several times, I'd been gone. That's all I got. And it's Bridget's turn with the microphone.
I'm going to trump her. I'm going to trump her, and I'm going to go next. So I love that song, Nathan, that you chose, Rattle, because that's what life is all about. God's bringing us together, bringing us back to his original intent, bringing us to the identity. Addie, for you too, he's bringing us back to his identity so that we can be all he always planned for us to be. And my life is full of treasure. I've got all of this treasure. I've got so much treasure. And I celebrate you guys on the hard work. I know. Wait till you start having to work on yourself outside of Hannah's house, right? Because, I've got so far to go yet. I have things that are out of order still. I have bones in me that are probably dry. I think we all can say, yeah, God's still working on me. And if he's not still working on you, we need to pray, right? Because none of us have arrived. But we all are, and that's why we need each other. We need the connection. We need to stay connected. We need to stay close and find that group of people that's going to always steer you in the right way. Say, you can do this because you're a treasure. We're in him. He's in us. And he always had a great plan for us. So, Miss Sarah, I actually accidentally gave you yours early. I thought I had missed it because of my crazy work schedule. I gave you yours early, but my mom and her church at the Zion Lutheran Church makes these blankets, and she gives them to us. And so on graduation, if we have them available, I like to give them to each one of our graduates and let you know that every time you use these blankets, I want you to think that God is just wrapping his love all around you. And he never, 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 never stops loving you. He never will stop loving you. He never, can I say that? He never, can you guys agree? He never, never, never stops loving us. No matter, where we walk, he's already there. No matter where we've gone, he's already there. He's waiting for us because he loves us and has a plan for us and wants us. No matter how many times I might get upset with my husband and we don't see eye to eye, and you guys don't know anything about that on Sunday mornings when we do that thing, right? God is always at work, growing us together, growing us as family, growing us together, and I celebrate each one of you.
Does anybody else have anything they would like to say? I say it all the time. Y'all hear me. Israel. This is you, bud.
Is it me?
Yep.
I practiced something, actually.
I'm so proud of you.
But it's not. The reason that any of us made it through this thing is because of the love of Pastor Dick and Lisa, like their merciful heart to that when we're screwed up and mess up and stumble, or for me, it was like break bowls and freak everybody out. They're like, yeah, we love you, and you're still part of our family. That was a real moment for me, and I think that each one of you has been through something like that, where you are accepted regardless of anything that has happened, and that's beautiful. And so I would challenge you to look for those opportunities to do that with other people, to share that love and acceptance. And you'll find boundaries at some point because you got to have them, you know. But no, every one of you guys have done this whole thing, and it's amazing. And you are amazing people. And I think all of you sitting here are starting to, I don't know, let's see. Are you starting to recognize that you actually are a treasure? Well, he did a maybe. He did a maybe. Yeah. Okay, so some a little more than others, but yeah, you are. Every one of you is a treasure, and you're beautiful, and I am really proud of all of you for making it through all of the struggles. And hey, be joyful for the struggles to come, because they're real. I love you guys.
And I have noticed that Nathan has actually been proud of himself for accomplishments he's made. So don't let him fool you.
Okay. I know all you guys have been out for a while. Just remember, take it slow. Not everything's going to work out as you want it to, but don't give up. You know, you just got to set your goals and keep going. Because it's not all going to work out as you want to, but keep it, stay connected. It'll be all right. And for you, April, I know the last 6 years has been rough. In and out of prison, not been the best husband, not the best role model for you. But coming here was the best decision I made. And when I came in the second time, God told me you would be here. So I stayed obedient and stayed here, and I knew you'd come, and it was the best decision you made coming here. And now we're both being obedient to God. We stay connected. We're using it in our house, which we never really talked about God. Now it's every day. And we are a blessed couple, and it's going to keep working out as long as we stay connected. Sarah, when you got baptized the first day you was here, I told you to look out here. These people actually love you. And I know it's something you've been looking forward your whole life. It's just people who love you who you are and to be yourself. And to see you change from when you got here, you are a totally different person. Being a role model for the girls' house, Diane, instead of moving in, you stay here. And you are a big part of this. And I'm glad to see you sticking it out. Even when you made your mistakes, you stayed here. And at your age, that's hard. Because we want to run. But you didn't run, and you stayed. And we're proud of you for that.
And I want to say, I am so proud of you. I have never, ever seen you happy until now. And we have the best relationship ever. And yes. And I just want to let you know that I am so proud of you.
I was just thinking of each one of you, and Nathan, there were times where I didn't think that you would be sitting right here right now, So I'm super impressed with you, Nathan, that you did it, you stuck with it even though you didn't want to, even though you wanted to leave a lot, and there were times I remember that, out of all the people, you should be really proud of yourself that you're sitting here right now. So that's awesome. And Sarah, the first week, she's like, I just want to go to a regular rehab. This God thing, I'm not feeling it. Like, can you find me a regular rehab? This place is not it. Like, and then you just gave it a few more days. You know, we gave you a few more days, and she was sucked in, and she's like, no, I'm good. I'm gonna stay now. And you stayed, and God really got a hold of you, like you said, and yeah, that's awesome. And you guys all had to work really hard to be here, so that's awesome, Sarah. And this one, I just remember times meeting with her husband, and he was the only one here. These two weren't here, and he would always talk about them and always talk about how they were struggling and how he wanted them to come, but he didn't know if they would make it, and he was praying, and we were all praying for them to come, and just the restoration that God did, and your guys' family is beautiful to watch, and it warms my heart, and it's awesome. And it's really cool that you guys can be best friends now, and that Michael has stepped up as a husband, and your guys' family and a dad, and it's just amazing to watch how everything has unfolded since Michael decided to come here. It's really awesome. And my sister, so I'm really proud of you, Caitlin, you know, and you've been through a lot, and when you got out of jail, I was like, she needs to go somewhere else besides Hannah's house. She's tried it a million times, and it hasn't worked, and I was still here, and she was not forgoing. She's like, no, God wants me at the Hannah's house. And honestly, there was, I think it was like your only choice besides staying at my house. And I'm like, I do not want her staying at my house. So I was like, we could try it and see while we work on getting you a bed or somewhere else. Because I really felt like you needed to get out of here. But she came here to Hannah's house and she did it. And, you know, you do hear from God. And it was the right time, and you just were in the right spot, and you're ready to do it. And so it's been good to reconnect with you and become friends with you, and I'm really enjoying having you back and being able to share life together again, and to be your friend, and you to be my friend, and I'm really proud of you, Caitlin. So I love you too. Anybody else?
All right. I love all you guys so much. I was here when each one of you guys came into the program. Caitlin, you're one of the most spunkiest, outgoing people I've ever met in my life. Sometimes your energy gives me anxiety. But I love you anyway. You've actually become one of my best friends, and I'm really glad that God brought you here and that you're in my life and Justin's life. Sarah, I don't know, you're just awesome. You've grown a lot since you came here, like for real. Like I remember the day you came in, you did not even look like you wanted to be here at all. And I've watched you grow and grow, and like you become such an awesome person. Like you become a role model for other people, and I just think that's incredible. And Bridget's got herself fooled. I think you're the funniest person I've ever met. April, you've been awesome. You've been such an awesome role model in my life since you've been here. You've given me a lot of good advice. I may not always follow it, but it's still good advice, and I probably should follow it, but I'm stubborn, just like your daughter. You guys have both been really positive influences in my life, and I'm glad to have met both of you and that have both of you in my life. Nathan, I remember the day you came in the program. You were my roommate. And but you've definitely come a long way since that day, brother. And it brings joy to my heart to be able to call you my brother, for real. Like, you've become one of my best friends. We've had a lot of long talks. I remember a lot of times me and Justin and Drew ganging up on you, trying to convince you not to leave, staying up late, even though we're not supposed to, trying to convince you not to leave. But I'm glad you made it, man. I really am. It's good to see you here. You graduated, and you never thought you were going to accomplish that, but you did. So, praise God.
So I just started Thursday, so I don't know you three, but I know Caitlin. But seeing you guys up here, and I've seen you the past 3 days, and your smile, it just lights up everybody in the room. And to see you guys' glow is great, and it really makes me look forward to finishing this. And congratulations, Caitlin and Justin. Caitlin, I've known you for a long time. Like the first time we ever hung out, we threw you in the pool. But we've been through a lot, and I just really want to say how proud I am of you. And you've grown so much, I can see, and it's just great that you've made it here. And you guys are really an inspiration to me, and to see that you guys have became a family, that's what I want. So, thank you guys.
Nathan, I do remember the first day you got here. We were pretty sure you didn't want to be here, but you kept hanging in there, you know. You kept saying you didn't want to be here, but you kept fighting. That's awesome. We're really proud of you because I've seen you like almost out the door, and you know, it's just stuff out there. But Mom, you're awesome. You're such an inspiration to all of us. You're a really good role model. That's why we call you Mom, you know. Sarah, you're pretty funny, but you're probably not the funniest person I know. Oh, I'll give you that one. He's pretty funny too. God is. We ain't got a lot of each other though, that's right. But you're a soldier. You're one of the strongest people I know. You've been through so much, and I'm just so proud of all of you. You guys are awesome, and it means so much now that you're out of the program, or you've completed the program, because if we keep staying sober, it'll give us to prove to all these people that it's possible out there, because if we go out there and get high, it's like it kind of looks bad on them, you know, because they're like, man, if they can't do it, why should I be able to do it? So it's just so important to stay sober now, because it shows all these good people that it can be done, you know.
Who's the funniest person you know? Me.
Anybody?
All right. Caitlin, I do want to say, for one, that whenever you first came into here to where you are now, your temperament has been so much better, and you've decreased a lot, and there's a lot of growth. You're a lot more self-aware now, and you actually see the worth in yourself, and you're actually able to see the capabilities that you have inside of yourself to push forward through any circumstance or situation that pops up. You're built really strong and tough, and I see that inside of you. You're a fighter, and you keep going no matter what happens. Sarah. Everything that you have been through has made you such a stronger person now than what you were before. I see that you set boundaries, that you have goals, that you live for the small things in life that keep you happy, and you're more focused on God and your family more than ever than what you once were. April. You're really courageous and strong. You stand up for anybody, and you look for the one person that sees no worth inside of themselves, and you start pouring love inside of them no matter what, and you don't stop until they start seeing it in themselves. Nathan. So you already know you and me relate a lot, and I see so much inside of yourself where the aspects that you don't see inside of yourself. You are really strong. Not only that, but you are willing to put the effort forward. Even though you may not want to, you know what's needed and you take care of it and you handle it where you need to. You're also really great intellectually. You're also extremely funny. Probably the funniest person I know since we're saying that. And not only that, but anything that you have went through has made you such a stronger person now. And not only that, you're really fun to be around. And every conversation that I have, I hold to heart because I know the kind of person you are, and I do look up to you. And Bridget Lowe.
Okay, I don't have a lot to say because you guys all know how I feel about you. I think you guys are all amazing, and I wish that you guys could see what I see in you. From even at your lowest, I've seen all kinds of amazing things in each and every one of you. Sarah, hate to break it to you, I'm still funniest. I will not ever forget, they are very right. Anyways, we're not going to listen to Ryan over there. April, I remember the day that I get a phone call saying you're leaving. These girls hid her shoes. And she had no idea where she was at, so she didn't know how she was going to get home, and she'd only been here a couple of weeks. I won't ever forget that. That was funny. It was great. The first 15 days are hell, not even playing. Then you're going to wake up and you're going to start feeling a little better, and then you're going to have that one day before day 30 that's really hard. But if you can just fight through the first 30 days, after that, you can ask any one of these people. After that, it goes real easy. And then you get on your last contract, Levi, and it drags and it's super rough and you get in your feelings, but it's okay because we're going to get through it. Then you're like, man, I should have took my time. Adulthood is horrible, by the way. But I congratulate every one of you guys. Here, hold this.
Oh, snap.
Now regular one, not choking nobody. 1, 2, 3.